Okay, now let's go to chapter 11 and verse 7, and let's see a couple of Greek words there. Okay, all right, especially the one that says, let us go down or let us descend. All right, now that's going to be probably also in the subjunctive, and the mood, probability or possibility, subjunctive exhortation, if you will, is found and recorded there, or behind the scenes here in Genesis chapter 11, verse 7. You understand? Let's look at it from the NIV perspective. Gom. Okay, you have to read it like that. Gom. Let us go down. Okay, let us go down is the word that we're going to see, and Lord willing, and confuse their language, or mix up their language. Okay, so they will not understand each other. Okay, so just stay there. That's all we need. Now, the Trinity is either speaking all at the same time. I mean, you have people singing all at the same time. The Bee Gees, crying out loud, sung at the same time. So what's the big deal? But if it's not that, right? Then you have one of the members of the Trinity exhorting the other two members to create. Now, we don't know who that was. It doesn't say that the Logos did it. Doesn't say that the Father. He wasn't the Father at the time, but that the Father did it, or whatever the case may be. We don't know who did it. What we know is that one member of the Trinity actually gave an exhortation to the other two members to create. It's not a command. At least in Greek, it's not a command. You understand what I'm saying? It's not a command. It's not the mood. It's not the imperative mood that's found and recorded here behind the scenes. It's the subjunctive mood. It's another mood. You understand? Different moods, different tenses, different whatever the case may be. Different strokes from different folks. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So let's look at the Greek behind this text of scripture found and recorded in Genesis chapter 11, verse 7. The last time, okay, that a plural pronoun for God is used. Okay. And I believe, okay, that in Hebrew is nereda, from I think yada, which means to descend. Yada, which means to descend. I hope I got that right. Yada. I wonder if it's. Let me see, because I have it someplace around here. Let me see. It has to be right after that, right? Let me see. Let us. It's actually a little bit different. It's actually yarad. Yarad. Now, yada actually means like knowledge, though. So that's why I want to look at it, because I remember that yada. Yoda from Star Wars comes from that. Incidentally, I have a friend, Mark from Missouri, who doesn't celebrate, Halloween. I don't celebrate it either, as a Trinitarian. Who doesn't celebrate Easter? His mother's birthday. She passed away though, so I mean, his wife's birthday, his son's, or whatever the case may be. But you see, Star Wars, there's a little bit of hypocrisy, if you ask me. I love them to death. That's not the issue. Okay, it's not the coup de grace. The coup de grace is that you're not celebrating Halloween. Okay, and I like Star Wars too. I mean, the Force will be with you is garbage, but I mean, it's this cute thing to see, and like R2D2 and C3PO, that garbage. I mean, it's okay. I can tolerate it. You understand what I'm saying? But the problem is, he doesn't celebrate Halloween, okay? But he looks at Star Wars. It's the same thing. It's basically the same thing. You got masks all over the place in Halloween. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? The Force. You got that there. So you don't celebrate, Halloween, but you're looking at Star Wars. Come on, this is hypocritical, and that's not the only JW that does it. Most likely. You know what I'm saying? All right. So the Hebrew word to remind ourselves is actually yada, yod with the kamet. I'm sorry. I keep on saying that yarad, yod with the kamet, resh, which is an R. I'm under the 8 in 3381, and there's a pathak underneath it as an A class, like in the word hat. So you got the two A classes here in Hebrew. You got the T looking thingy, which is an A class, like in the word father. The minus looking sign, sort of diacritic, that stands for an A class, like in the word hat. And then you have the Dalet, the D. Okay, so it's actually YARA D. Okay, so I'm under the number 3381. Okay, so let me see the sound. Now let's look at the Greek though. Now I don't think I took pictures of the Greek though, so I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I don't think I did. So let me go to the Greek Bible here. Okay, I have it in one of my app folders. Right, so let's see if that's not that one. I have the Bible folder actually, and I have it titled Bibles. Okay, so it's right here. Okay, I hope so. Anyway, let me see. Yeah, that's it. All right, now let's look at it now. Let's see. Let's see over here. This is a better app. I like this app better than the other one, this other Septuagint one. Exodus. Look at that Greek word Exodus for Exodus. Exodus is a Greek word. Okay? And Genesis is actually Greek also. Okay, so that's Greek. That's Greek. Now, I was gonna say something. It's very late. It's actually, like I think it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay, I'm surprised I'm not yawning. Look at the gamma there. Just an incidental thing. The gamma is the perfect letter for Genesis for a word like that. Why? That's typifying, the gamma is typifying the stem of a plant. And so that's like the root of life, if you will. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like, so this is perfect. Each Greek letter means something. Beta, or nowadays called theta, in and of itself means divine. Sigma means to synchronize, which is the perfect, letter for the future tense. Either epsilon sigma or just sigma. You understand? The liquids, I believe, has the epsilon sigma morpheme for the liquid futures, but everything means something. Like omega means to emerge, or so whatever the case may be. Alpha means rising, or perfect word for anastasis, resurrection, a letter to head of resurrection. And basis means like foundation, or whatever the case may be. The beta, so that's so everything means something. And there's a book that I forgot the title of it, but it's if you see it on Amazon, it's a woman with her head. You don't see the complete head, but one of her fingers is right in front of her lips, saying like shh, and is giving all the secrets of the letters. And I think she does a great job in the book. I wish I could remember the title for you guys, but maybe what I could do in the appendix, on the second appendix, I'll take a picture of it from Amazon, and then maybe you can buy it. I'll comment upon it because it's such a great book. All right, now let's go to actually Genesis. Okay, I'm just gonna jump the gun and go to another Bible book but I think I better, come here first. Now it's already tagged in 11 because I was looking at it yesterday. So that's just it. What is this? This is probably an advertisement I gotta get rid of. Or whatever. Keep you always with you. I mean, I don't know. What is this? So just forget about it. I'll go to actually verse. Let me see. What is this? Okay, yeah, it is chapter 7. 11. And so I need to go to verse 7. And let's check out this Greek here. It says over here, yeah, this is it right here. Katabona, that's subjunctive. It says over here, el thete as. Okay, kata baino. Okay, well, it's not there. That's from kata baino, but kata bomen. Okay, kata bomen means let us descend. Now kata baino has that. Let me see if I could just go to, because when I wanted to make sure of this Greek word, it is found in the Greek New Testament. Okay, and one stark place is actually in Romans chapter 10. Who will descend, or whatever the case may be. Let me not butcher the scriptures. Let me go to it. All right, so let's see here. I think it's this one. It says over here. All right, let's just go to the beginning of the verse. It says over here, or who. Okay, or who, or is the Greek word, okay, a, is a conjunction. The smallest conjunction is that one of the smallest ones anyway. Who is tis, okay, as an interrogative, will descend. Okay, look at the Greek word, kata be setai. Now that is the future middle indicative. Okay, kata is there, and then you have be setai. Now the sigma between it doesn't drop off. Okay, this is not a liquid. That's why it doesn't drop off. The beta and eta are there. Alpha lengthen a letter there. The eta lengthen the letter alpha. Okay, and that usually happens before transformatives anyway. The letter lengthens. Then you have your future transformative sigma there, and then your connecting vowel and middle passive personal ending. Now that tie is from the my side tie deal methos theuntai, which is a primary passive, middle passive personal ending. Okay, that's a middle passive personal ending from the left hand side of that chart. Okay, those boxes. Okay, the other side, the right hand side, contains two boxes as well, up and down. And they contain, if I can remember, they contain secondary personal endings. Okay, like the new, and so on. And then you have no, I think it's no sigma, nothing, and then mente, and then nu. I think that's the parallel for that, and for the active. Anyway, for the active, secondary active. And then you have another secondary box, that contains the secondary passive, like secondary passive, like ta, and then all that other good stuff. You see what I'm saying? Found and recorded in a genita, I believe, right? All right, now So let's get back to this. It says over here, will descend. Now, that's in the future. Who will descend? Okay, and the will is embedded in the Greek letter sigma, which means to synchronize, like I said before. Katabesitai, actually, katabesitai. Kappa, alpha, tau, alpha, beta, nowadays called beta, eta, nowadays called eta with the acute marker, sigma, epsilon, tau, nowadays called tough, and alpha, iota, and that diphthong is pronounced nowadays, not I. They got rid of that sound in modern Greek. You understand what I'm saying? Along with the omicron and the what was the other one? The I and the ah. No, the eta actually. Now they call it eta. So I just said it right now. Anyway, I already forgot. So let's just do that. No, so knowing that this word, okay, is in the future though. But if you look at in the lexical form, you actually have kata bino. Now, what is that iota there in the present? Well, iota. I mean, you see that it's. I hate to put it like this, but just the present tense forms are sort. I hate to put it like this, but sort of irregular. You see double sigmas, you see double lambdas, you see, I mean, the present tense in the verb system, and in the nominative case and in the noun system it looks like they're very irregular. They're not. They're regular for for themselves. But to compare it with, when you compare it with other, with other tenses and in other cases, right? They just look irregular. They just don't look normal. Okay, and then you see that also in word like hutas. You see, found and recorded in in verse 2 of chapter 1 of John. When you look at the other ones, tutu, tutano, whatever the case may be, I mean, it's just different, completely different, And has and the relative pronoun looks different. It just looks different from everything else, Anyway, so you have to be careful with the nominative case and then the present tense and the verb system, That's just it. But let's look at it again. Now, did I? Let me see. Will descend into, and that's ace. Not to be confused with haze, into the abyss, or let me see over here. Abyss, Abusan. You see, Abusan is abyss. That's a noun, actually, Abusan. Let's see here. Busas. Well, that's just it. Now, so let's go to the textual form, however. I hope it's here. And it says over here, el fete as katabomen. No accent markers at all whatsoever over here. None whatsoever in this, so far as I see. In this app, they don't have any accent markers. You see the negative there, may, actually. That's interesting. Okay, now, so kata bomen. Okay, let's look at it. So, kata is the preposition there, tag there. Then you have the bait, okay, which is the stem of that word to descend. Because the omega, the upcoming omega, you don't need a personal ending there. The upcoming omega, because you have omega, is actually, okay, I lost my place. Where am I at? Oh, akata bomen. The omega is as subjunctive morpheme, okay? And then in this word, anyway, you have eta for other words, And then you have the personal ending, the primary active personal ending men there, as a matter of fact. Okay, so katabomen. Okay, that's the word that means. Okay, so this is easy to remember when you're dealing with the witnesses. Katabomen. That means let us descend. Now remember I said that nereda means to descend in Hebrew. So you put the two together. You got nereda according to the Hebrew, and then kata bomen according to the Greek, and you're set. So you only have to tell the witnesses. Now they have it translated like this, so you don't have any problem with their translation. They just interpret it different than we do, so which is a big thing, which is a big deal, which is the coup de grace between us, okay, and the witnesses. Our interpretation is the coup de grace, the key. Okay, now the men is a plural personal ending, men. Okay, plural first person personal ending. Okay, men. So that's where you get, the word us. It's in the last portion of this this Greek word, kata bomen. And so the men is, just remember the men, when you're talking about personal endings, can mean us. Okay, so that's just it. And then the Hebrew side of things, I already said that nereda actually is this equivalent to this, and that's just the deal. Well, that's it for now. I'm gonna do another part because I don't want to wake up my baby. That has to do with Isaiah, which is the last pronoun found in the Bible. It's found. You don't need other ones. I mean, that's gravy on the top. I mean, Genesis already has, 5, 3 in one verse, actually, verse 26 of Genesis chapter 1. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just it. Well, please stay tuned for Isaiah. I'm going to do it in another segment because it's late. I don't want to wake up my baby, like I said before. So this will stand. I think this will stand good on its own because it's just so interesting. So I could, put this recording and set it out, kind of like separately, and then join it with the other parts, with the other parts of the study. By the way, okay, the Trinity are not parts of each other. Jesus is not a part of God, or the Holy Spirit is not a part of God, or the other way around. The Father is not a part, okay, of God. They are God. Okay, they are hand, they are one. You understand what I'm saying? And not in agreement, by the way. It doesn't have the Greek word for agreement there in verse 30 of chapter 10 of the Gospel Kata Yohan and the Gospel according to John. The witnesses like to add words, like everything is genitive of a relationship or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like Jesus to Mary. I mean, well, that's Ha in front of Mary. It's name in Greek there, which is actually found 27 times in the Greek New Testament, I believe. Not even close to Jesus' name, which is saw and recorded 917 times in the Greek New Testament, even though it's not always for Jesus, the Lord. See Romans chapter 16. I'm gonna set this off on its own, okay, and I just and hopefully it'll be there for many years until the Lord comes back. Okay, for everybody else, just stay tuned for another part. Isaiah chapter. Another part of this video, Isaiah chapter 6, verse 8, and we're gonna check out the word for us there in the text. Okay? I already looked at it according to the Hebrew, but according to the Greek Septuagint, we're just getting started. This is Angelo Quinones. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and please leave me a thumbs up and leave a comment on the screen. Thank you. Bye.